Okay, let's take a look at two computer shops charging the following. One charges $40, the other charges $50 for an initial visit, and then thereafter, the first one charges $35 an hour and the second one $30 an hour. That's what respectively means. The first number goes with the first number and the second number goes with the second number. So, at what cost and for how much time worked would they be the same? So here I just made some notes. $40 initial, $35 per hour later on, $50 initial, and $30 an hour. So I'm going to let C be the cost charged and X be the number of hours, right? Because we have different things here. We have cost and how much time is number of hours. So we're going to let C be the cost charged and let X be the number of hours. And if that's the case, for here, the cost is $40 for the first hour plus 35 times however many hours there is in the job. Here, cost was 50, and then for every initial hour, it was 30. And what they want to know is, at what cost and for what time would they be the same? So the same is when these are equal. Well, if cost equals this and cost equals this and the costs are the same, doesn't that mean that these are the same? Of course it does. It's kind of like, here's a totally different example, but if you know that 6 equals this and you know that 6 equals that, isn't it therefore true that this equals this? Absolutely. So that's what we're doing here. C equals this, C equals this. If these equal each other, these equal each other. So then we've got 40 plus 35x equals 50 plus 30x. I'm going to bring the 30 over to this side, and then I'm going to bring the 40 over to this side, and whenever you bring something over the equal sign, it changes sign. Positive became negative, and positive became negative. Now let's simplify. That's 5x, and that is 10, and of course divide both sides by 5, and you get x equals 2. So they want to know how much time, so that's 2 hours, but now they also want to know the cost, so I've got to plug this into one of the equations. Let's say I'm going to sub it into number 1, just because. So I've got cost equals 40 plus 35x. That's 40 plus double 35 is 70, which is 110. So now, I like when you rectangle things off. It really helps them stand out from the work, and it really helps you to avoid making silly mistakes. And everyone knows that when you make silly mistakes, you lose marks, and it's really frustrating because you knew the work and you still lost marks. So try to follow some of these tips to not make it the same mistake. Okay, so here, at what cost and for how much time? So at a cost of $110 and working 2 hours, the cost would be the same for each shop. Now you write up your sentence in a way that makes sense with your language, how you would say it, and then play back the video if you need to hear what I said.